pressure washer. The Grandfalls Pressure Washer Pro. You have the orange right here, very powerful motor, and 100 feet reel of hose, super flexible hose, and wall mountable. This one is a Grandfalls Pressure Washer G20. Both of them are from Giraffe Tool. This one has a 65 feet hose and it also mounts to the wall. Both of these are pressure washer, but they're very different in terms of some of the features. The biggest difference is the hose length. If you need a 100 feet hose, you gotta go with the Grandfalls Pressure Washer Pro. You have a 100 feet hose reel. This one, as you pull out the hose, it will lock in place. And if you wanna pull it back in, give it a tug and it pulls in like that. Super easy. 100 feet hose. This one, the Grandfalls Pressure Washer G20 is 65 feet. Same deal, you pull out the hose, it locks in place like that, use it, and when you want to retract it, pull it, and it goes back in. Just like that. Now here's the biggest difference. If you notice, this hose reel, it's easy to pull straight out, but if you pull to the side, it's very difficult. Pull it up, pull it down, it's very difficult, right? So this is ideal for pulling straight out. Very good for that. This one, on the other hand, it's great for pulling to the side. Look at that, because you have wheels, right? You can pull out the side, other side right here, and you can pull it downwards, or if you mount it below, you can pull it upwards like that. Very easy to pull out. And then if you notice, that's a huge advantage to be able to pull out in different directions, especially if you have it installed in the garage and you need to pull out this way. You can't do it with the Grandfalls Pressure Washer Pro, but you can do it with the Grandfalls Pressure Washer G20. Now, mounted to the wall, the G20 also has a trick up its sleeve. So the Grandfalls Pressure Washer Pro, the way you mount it to a wall is 4 bolts and a bracket like this. And then this just slides on top of this, and that's how it mounts. Super solid. The Grandfalls Pressure Washer G20 installs on this bracket. 4 bolts installed to the wall, but here's where it's different. This thing actually can pivot. So if you notice right here, once you install it, this thing sits on top and there's locking position. So what this thing does is you can actually pivot this thing to actually turn from here to here to here, or turn it the other way. So not only can you pull it at different angles, you can pivot the whole thing over. It's crazy useful for that purpose. So if you're in a situation where you need to pivot a lot, the Grandfalls Pressure Washer G20 actually is a very, very useful pressure washer in that application, but it's limited to 65 feet hose, whereas this one is gives you a 100 feet hose. Where this one, the Grandfalls Pressure Washer Pro, is better than the G20 is the motor is a little bit more quieter, the output is a little bit more powerful than this one, and the lifespan of the Grandfalls Pressure Washer Pro is rated higher because the motor is a better design motor. But this is still a very good pressure washer too. Just a little bit louder than this. The pressure is a little bit lower, but you won't notice the pressure because once you start using it, the pressure washer are amazing at delivering great pressure for washing your cars, washing your truck, washing your cement, your driveway, anything. So this one is a little bit less powerful than this, but you won't really notice in day-to-day operation. Noise level, this one is a little bit quieter than this, but in most day-to-day application you won't notice because they're both going to make some noise anyway, right? Lifespan, if you're going to use it a lot, I recommend the Grandfalls Pressure Washer Pro because it has a better motor, but the G20 still can deliver a lot of use, especially if you're just using it once per day just for washing one car or maybe once a week, right? You're not using it that much. The G20 is fantastic for that. Both of them require 110 outlet. You see right here, this is your power cord on this one, and it's actually from this side right here. There's a power cord is right here. This is the 110 power cord. It connects you to the outlet and you're good. This one also has the 110 power cord. You see it's right here. This is the 110 power cord and you connect this to an outlet. So they both use 110. They both use the inlet right here. That comes from your garden hose. You just connect it to your garden hose and you're good. This one, same thing. It connects right here. The connection is down here. You see, this is where it connects to your garden hose. So this one, you actually have to mount it up because the connection to the garden hose is right there. It does come with the leader hose right here. This thing connects to here first and then it connects to your garden hose. But you can see the difference between the G20 and the Grandfalls Pressure Washer Pro. Just to sum it up, they're both fantastic pressure pressure washers, we actually use both. We have this one in our garage for really heavy duty use, and we have this one outdoor because sometimes we want to be able to easily pivot this to the side and just get the job done really quickly when we don't need the super long hose. Again, the advantage here is a longer hose, more powerful pressure, and quieter motor and better lifespan. The advantage here is the pivotability of this unit, the flexibility of this to expand like that and expand like this, super nice, and to pivot this thing, right? And the pressure washer in this one, just a little bit lower pressure, just a little bit louder in this, and the lifespan just a little shorter in this, but there we go. Grandfalls Pressure Washer Pro versus Grandfalls Pressure Washer G20 right here. Pick the one that works for you. Both of them are fantastic pressure washers. Oh yeah.